Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Tinks, and I'm your host, Boogie Down Bronx. And I'm here to take care of all signs for the Gemini full moon for the end of the year. Okay. So as you may know, many of you know that full moons are meant for releasing. It's a culmination of a cycle, the ending of a cycle. But before I even get into that, quick shout out to my Patreon. This video was released early access on my Patreon. Most of my videos are released early access on there before I post them to the public. Shout out to my tarotbybronx.com/shop. All right, I got my mood spray on there that I made for uplifting your mood. I got my everyday clearing spray before and after videos. Before you do any spiritual practices or after you do spiritual practices. And then I have my everything deck that you see in my videos is going to be launching this coming week on my shop. So go get you a deck before they sell out, okay? If you are on my Patreon and you want a deck and you live internationally, please DM me so I can try to make arrangements for you to get a deck. All right. So this is going to be focusing on the tarot. I'll probably do a separate video on the astrology of the Gemini full moon on my Patreon. But this is going to be all signs reading. I'm going to split it up. So we can do by the elements, okay? Earth, water, fire, air. What you need to surrender and what you need to attract for the full moon. All right, so we're going to do Gemini. Starting first, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm going to do 3 cards for what Gemini, Libra, Aquarius need to surrender. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, and then 3 for what you need to bring to you. That's Gemini, that's Libra, it's Aquarius. That's how I usually do my pre-shuffles. I just flip them and then let them come out and then I look at them. All right, so let's talk about Gemini first. Gemini. Gemini, surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it, okay? So this is what you need to release before the end of the year, Gemini. You need to let go of your attachment to how you think things should be playing out in your life, all right? Focus on the end result, like focus on the goal at hand and then let go of the rest. You have here balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. You could have Pisces placements, but some of you need to get more into your internal world, Gemini. Okay, get into your internal world as far as balancing out the need to, like your masculine and your feminine energy, not always being so outwardly practical all the time, but getting more into your meditation, getting more into your feminine energy that brings things towards you, that ability to manifest and attract, law of attraction. Okay, so yeah, Gemini, you need to surrender your attachment to results and you need to let go of trying to be too obsessive, not being too obsessive about what you want to happen exactly the way you want it to happen. Allow the plan to unfold the way that it should. Okay, next we have Libra. Surrender to rest and sleep. To prevent burnout, this is what you need to surrender before the year is out. Oh, and this can resonate for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, by the way. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that in the beginning. To prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. Okay, and then you are very close to achieving your goal. So one thing to release is things that get in your way of you taking time to sleep and be restful and to just be in a place of calmness and stillness. Some of you just don't get enough sleep, so make it a priority before the year is over to make sure that you're getting your rest. Okay, make sure you're sleeping properly, at least 8 hours, or trying to get into a new sleep routine for yourself, or be more disciplined with your sleep. And you are very close to achieving your goal, is what you are meant to attract. So be optimistic that your goal is right around the corner. Okay, before the end of the year is up. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, we have surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Now we're about to go into Venus retrograde, and I know the retrograde, I made this post to my Patreon. The retrograde is going to be happening, especially for Aquarius risings, in the 12th house. So for many of you, this is a great time to really focus on emotional stability, focus on retreating from the world, kind of dialing it back, hiding, going into hermit mode, not being in the mix too much, all right? Non-action. Before the year is over, regain your power by stepping back, okay? There's a lot of power that can be found in silence, that can be found in just letting people come to you, bring energy to you, or waiting on opportunities to be presented to you before you take action. Especially in communication. If you guys are waiting for communication from someone, you benefit from not pushing for that communication. You'll benefit from just focusing on yourself, focusing on other things. Anything that you want, it's best to not be too pushy to get it from now till the end of the year. You have full moon in Cancer, which is coming up in Capricorn season. A personal issue reaches resolution. This could be in reference to a family issue or something with the mother directly, because Cancer is correlated to the mother figure in your life. But by Capricorn season, you'll find that by you just trying to not push too hard for answers, not push too hard for you to have it all figured out, that's what's going to work best in your favor. So you should have some peace in knowing that you're not supposed to be being pushy from now to the end of the year. Whatever it is that you're searching for answers in regards to, or in regards to a Cancer placement, will reach a resolution, okay? So that's what we have for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, what you need to surrender between now and the end of the year. Let's continue on. Let's do earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What is Taurus? What is Virgo? What does Capricorn need to surrender for the end of the year? Okay. And what do they need to attract? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. So Taurus, surrender your need to always be right. Virgo, surrender comparisons with other people. Capricorn, surrender to silence. All right, so let's start with Taurus. Taurus, surrender your need to always be right. Taurus, reputation for being stubborn. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. Okay, so between now and the end of the year, Taurus, you need to work on letting other people think that they're right, or knowing that there's more than one truth that exists. Okay, your truth may be different from someone else's truth, and it doesn't mean either of your truths are wrong. Sometimes it's just a compatibility issue altogether. It may not be that you're right, somebody's wrong, but learning how to navigate relationships without trying to always prove a point to somebody else or make it known that you need to be right in every circumstance. Okay, sometimes you just have to agree to disagree. And if it happens too much to the point where you can't deal with the person, then you know that you and that person just may not be compatible at all, or maybe not anymore, or to the degree that it needs to be. So you need to let that go. All right. But learning to, when arguments come up, just being like, okay, I don't necessarily understand your thought process on it, but your feelings are your feelings, type of thing, and let it be that, and just let it be. All right, what's coming towards you? A new start is coming. Okay, embrace change, a new start. I know for fixed signs, especially Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, change can be a difficult process. Even new things can feel very uncomfortable at first, but try to embrace this new beginning, whatever that looks like for you. Or even a new beginning in how you approach relationships with Venus retrograde. Venus retrograde for everyone is going to be showing where we need to improve our relationships altogether, what needs to change. Okay, so that's what you have for you, Taurus. Now, Virgo. Sorry, y'all, my allergies are acting up. My nose is like itching. Surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So Virgo is a perfectionist, right? And oddly enough, we got this Virgo card right here. A time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. So new moon energy is also finding you. But yeah, between now and the end of the year, stop looking at how other people do their things in a comparison, like if you're comparing yourself in a way that it highlights your weaknesses, then stop. Now, if you're comparing yourself in a way that highlights your strengths and be like, oh, I admire this in someone, and it gives you like a confidence boost, so you can be like, oh yeah, I can do that too. That's different. But if you're tearing yourself down because you're like, oh, they had this and I can never do that, and I'm not good enough, and comparing your chapter 5 to someone else's chapter 20. It's apples and oranges, okay? Everybody has something that someone else lacks, and vice versa. Everybody has something that somebody else doesn't have, does have, and vice versa. So it is a time to be less selfless, okay? A time to give rather than to take. Where can you offer your gifts more often, Virgo? Where you're not being selfless enough. Now, Virgo is a very selfless sign, very giving sign, but you have to be careful of giving for the wrong reasons, giving out of ego, giving out of just trying to make yourself feel validated. Okay, give from your strengths, not doing it to compete with anybody else. All right, this is a time to let go of competitive ways, Virgo, and let go of trying to be so hard on yourself and be a perfectionist and always comparing yourself and tearing yourself apart when you look at other people and how they're doing things. Okay, you're running your own race. Now, Capricorn, surrender to silence in quiet meditation or contemplation. Let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. And then what do you need to release is the card here at the what you need to attract. Okay, so what you need to let go of is all the noise in your life from now until the end of the year. Stop trying to always cover up your thoughts with noises, with too much of something else. Working, music, people, food, shopping. There needs to be more silence in your life. You have to listen. Okay, you can only fully hear your own voice, your own internal compass in the silence. Okay, so what you need to attract, what you need to release. It's more about what you need to let go of first. You need to be thinking about letting go before you can think about bringing in. Okay? And get into the habit of trying to have a meditative practice or ritual before the year is over, and make it your mission to at least have 5 minutes of silence every day if you're busy, or more. If you can help it, just end your day with a lot of nice silence. All right, so that's what we have for you guys. Let's move along to the water signs. Water signs. I saw something. I just saw something fly. I don't know if it was dust or not. You'll never know. Ooh. Cancer. Pisces. What we got for Scorpio? Scorpio, from now until the end of the year. Surrender to complete healing. Okay. Oh, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What should they attract? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The cards just be trying to run away from me. All right, Cancer. So Cancer, I've been giving you guys this message often, actually. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone. It is time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. So from now until the end of the year, Cancer, stop trying to take responsibility for the people's healing that are in your life. Stop making excuses for them as to why they can or cannot do something. All right. It's a time for you to take accountability for your own healing and other people to do the same. Now, if somebody else is just in a bad position, stop thinking that you are the only person in this whole wide world that can help them. Okay, stop babying people. Yeah, I know Cancer is a sign of like the maternal figure, the very nurturing one. But unless you have literal children and you're trying to take care of people like they're your children, it's time to end that. From now until the end of the year, you cannot fix anybody. And you're going to feel resentful by thinking that you fixing someone means that they owe you something, or that you'll get rewarded for it, or that they'll be able to see your goodness and kindness. Because you can still fix someone. You can still help people, and they won't acknowledge it at the end of the day, or they'll take all that you gave them and go put it towards somebody else, or go give it away somewhere else. So just make sure that you're giving people, you can give people the tools to fix themselves, but it's up to them ultimately to do the work. So stop trying to take care of other people in that way. That's what you need to surrender. You need to attract. Full moon in Taurus. We just had this in Scorpio season. Your dreams need a practical plan. So come up with more ideas about how you want to achieve your goals in a practical way, especially financially, setting aside money for those things, making a business plan, writing it out. How do you want to achieve your goals in a way that's tangible and a way that you can see them and see your plans? All right. Pisces. Surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. And then you have new moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. So this is all about, from now till the end of the year, stop trying to go off of your path or fight against your path. Okay? Many of you are being guided in a new way. You're being pushed or pulled towards your destiny, towards where you're supposed to be. And for many of you, you're still stuck on why something didn't work out. Just like I was telling you in your reading, getting stuck on, why did this have to happen to me? It's all a part of the plan. Now, sometimes in our lives, we have situations that happen and it hurts us in the moment, but you're like, I'm glad it happened, because if it didn't, I would have never had this come towards me. I would have never met this opportunity. I would have never met this person. You know, a lot of good can come from bad situations in our lives. So try to embrace that instead of getting stuck on the reasons why that had to happen. Sometimes it's to push you towards something even better. Okay? And getting into your element of meditation and contemplation, Pisces, is just a natural connection to the subconscious mind. So the more you meditate, you can get messages from your higher self, and you'll know exactly what to do and where to go. Alrighty, Scorpio, surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. So, and then you have full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. You could have Virgo placements. But anyway, surrender to complete healing. A lot of you guys need to fully, before the year is up, embrace these parts of yourself that you know you haven't fully healed yet. You know you haven't let go of pain, hurt, anger, resentment, or, you know, there's triggers that are coming up for you that you're not wanting to fully feel. But in order to heal it, you have to feel it and go through it. Go through the darkness, go through the depths of that pain, what that felt like, what's beneath the surface. Okay? And sometimes it just stings. It's gonna sting. And what you need to attract is more energy of feeling like you're good enough. Okay? More energy of feeling like the things that happen to you don't shape your character. That doesn't mean that you are not worthy still of good things in your life. Okay? So, needing to embrace healing, release hurt, release anything that's stopping you from healing, and embrace the energy of feeling good enough. Oop. Okay. Last but not least. Wait, I didn't mean to put that back. All right. Sorry. All right, who is it? Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Oh, Sag. Come on, Leo. There you go. And Aries, Sag. It's so funny that the card keeps coming out, like the same card is coming out with whatever sign it corresponds to. So cool. So Aries, we have surrender, frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup, so you may approach the situation more calmly. So for many of you Aries out there, before the year's up, you need to let go of the frustration you're feeling surrounding your problems or your issues or situations that are less than ideal, because the frustration is going to create more issues for you and blocking a resolution or a solution from coming in. All right. So anything that's making you frustrated, you're like, I can't figure this out. This is annoying. This is like aggravating. Just step away from it and deal with calming your nerves first. And then you'll be able to have access to solutions and access to thoughts, feelings, clarity that you didn't have or you couldn't have obtained while you were frustrated. Release frustration and attract healing, a time for healing. So this can be similar to Scorpio. You could have Scorpio placements, but many of you are also in a place where you need to heal something in your lives, or it just needs to be a very soothing time where you're just not dealing with too much pain anymore and just attracting things that make you feel whole. Next, we have Sagittarius. You have surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. We have full moon in Sagittarius. Okay, so like I said, it corresponds with this. Releasing the fears of the future. So look at the big picture is what you need to attract. You know, Sagittarius is all about big picture thinking of long term, thinking about less about the details, about what's going on right now, and just focusing on this is my end goal and I'm going to keep on keeping on. So you have a lot of fears about some of you about what the future, some of you about what's happening in your lives right now. And so it is best that you focus on just taking it one step at a time. If you don't have the answers right now, you're afraid of something, or, you know, there's just thoughts of what if this goes wrong? What if I fail? But you're supposed to just keep focusing on the big picture of what you want and, you know, deal with things as they come up instead of thinking about like all the what ifs, because a lot of the times those what ifs don't even come true. Okay, not all of them, at least. All right. So lastly, Leo. Leo, surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. And then what to attract, your commitment is being tested. So for many of you, you are in this place where you are not feeling as bubbly. You're not feeling as bright. You're not feeling as Leo-esque as you normally would, whether that be because somebody's making you question yourself, question your confidence, your ego has taken a hit somehow, or, you know, you're just not feeling like people are seeing you. You're not feeling as good about yourself or as, you know, great as you normally would for whatever reason that is. And so even if you can't see it on the surface, there's always magic in you. There's always a spark in you. The same spark that was there at one point can be reignited. Okay. You just have to find it. You have to go within and remember what it is that makes people like you, like your biggest supporters, people who are your friends, what you like the most about yourself. You have to tap into that before the year is over so you can remember, I am a magical person. I can do this. Nobody can do this like me. I'm great at this. You know, boost yourself up. Give yourself a pep talk, because some of you right now, Leos, are feeling defeated, feeling melancholy, feeling like down, like maybe you're not as special as you thought you were. And we all have moments like that. I have moments like that. But your commitment to who you are and the things that you want is being tested. Okay, something that you really wanted, maybe you're feeling bad because it didn't work out or it's not working out. But that doesn't mean that you need to just give up on yourself. So don't give up on yourself, Leo. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this full moon reading and the style that I did it. And, you know, just a little messages for everyone before the year's up to think about. Thank you so much for watching. If this reading resonated for you, let me know down in the comments down below. I am at Bronx on everything.